Hi guys, welcome. So we are in week 1 in the new 3v3 season, and those of you who follow me, you know that I'm ended the last season in the top 60. So boy, this bracket is going to be a nightmare. So many really good players, and my round 1 opponent is Evox Spy, who's in Mode 2. Funny enough, we had like 6 more members in my bracket, and yeah, unfortunately, and it's on me really, there's no excuse for that. I had no time to plan for this gag match because I had a really big war against Corporate Troll with my guild, and also I'm in the process to starting a new job. So yeah, but as always, there's no excuses. I went into this match by I wanted to win, and you guys can pause and have a look at my defense. So my gas and what was it? Forgot which team was it at the top, but yeah, I managed to get my DR team. Yeah, so my DR team and my gas team managed to get the hold. He attacked early on. There's nothing special up top, as you guys can see. I thought that Mon Mothma team could be a problem with the Wedge Datacron and then Dash. So yeah, there's nothing special. That's the Datacron I used excuse me, on Dash, because unfortunately RNG is a bitch, and yeah, I had no luck rolling any of the Dash Datacrons. So yeah, if you guys watch my 3v3 defensive videos, team videos, which is available, you can always have a look at it on my channel. You know that I had high hopes for this team, for this Ray team. It could be a problem. JML is JML. Last season he was a really big pain to handle, and then yeah, CLS. But so far I've set 3 GRs on defense. Now I know I said that that's not a good idea, and yep, that's on me. So he set Ray, Qui-Gon, CLS, and what was the other team? Oh yeah, so that yeah, the Ray team, I suggested that one as well, because with the plus 25% turn meter, that could be a problem, especially if you go up against a high relic level team. Oh yeah, so yeah, and JML and that Qi'ra team with a really high level season 4 Datacron. So yeah, 2 GRs up top. That's what I need to deal with. And then moving down south. Yeah, I just showed it. Hang on. So yeah, that's the season 4 Datacron. I think I find a really cheap counter against it. You guys will see. And down south, this is like a nightmare defense. So Malgus, obviously with the cooldown reset, Datacron, JMK Cat, Gas. That's annoying. Lord Vader, and Slicker. So I said 2 GRs down south and 2 up top. So after debating for a while, I was like, I need to start at the top. So Iden versus CLS. There is no Chewie, which means we can stun CLS. That's why I always go after him first, and then put the death mark on 3-pack and just go all in. So 67, good start. Next up, I used this team a lot last season, and I had a really good success. Now the problem with this is he had the plus the 100% damage while max health and protection, and that's why they deleted Nute. But so far so good. Like I was able to kill Qui-Gon, increase cooldown on Anakin, try to top up Nute, double tap on Anakin, but he survived. And Nute's gone, so I was like, I need to kill Anakin. So now Jango died once. It's not looking good. I was trying to top up, but Cam is just too much. It's just too much to handle with that Datacron. Unfortunately, I don't have many of those. I think I only have like 1 or 2. Yeah, that was annoying. I needed a little bit more luck, but it could happen. I mean, obviously. So there is no lead now, but that Datacron is still a problem. And I come up with this cleanup team. If you guys have at least an R5 mission, Mission is a really good. She's an overlooked character. Like, look at her damage. She can do some crazy stuff. I actually thinking about taking her to R7 after Jabba. Excuse me. So yeah, it was an easier cleanup. Obviously, Cam can still hit hard. Now, this is what I talked about. Easy, cheap cleanup. Padme, Snips, and Wrecker. Both Han and Chewie are 8. So they can deal some serious damage. And luckily, they opened it up on Wrecker, which is great. Number one goal is to kill Chewie first, because we want to get rid of the guard on Qi'ra and Han. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, and yeah, I was able to take out Chewie fairly easily. Wrecker is really holding the line, and he's only like R7, so because I was thinking about using Qui-Gon, but I was like, Qui-Gon is more useful and Padme is cheaper. So yeah, 54, not bad. Now, after debating for a while, it's either using Starkiller or C, because I felt like every single banner is going to count. I was like, I wanted to open his ships as clean as possible, because I felt like he went really hard on defense, and was like, maybe he's going to stuck on one of my walls. So after debating for a while on chat, with chat on Twitch, I told them that yeah, I'm just going to go with the option that I want to be clean. So this team, Watt and GBA. I misplayed it at the beginning, and if you guys haven't noticed it, you can go back. Brute was in yellow, and I used GBA's second special to heal up. That was a misplay. Normally you want to hold on to that ability until your Brute dies, so you can bring them back. Because now Rey's ultimate's going to hit really hard. Now, the Datacron I used on C is the plus 5% health and protection per relic level, And since the plus 75% Datacron expired, C once again can handle Rey fairly easily, even without armor. He has so much health at this point. Like, if you guys remember, before his Datacron, normally by this time, even sometimes he went down to red, but now he stayed in green. So yeah, so that's nice. So yeah, let's give pull, and now it's just, you can basically put it on auto, and then that's it. Go all in. Ideally, you want to take her out before she goes into her next ultimate, just in case. And yeah, all done. Now, next up is going to be this JML team, and boy, I hated that. I hate this team. It's with the riposte. Obviously with the riposte, level 6 Datacron, but also he had the, not the one that is called to assist, the one that increases her his team's mastery, or not mastery, damage with every single Jedi teaching, or whatever it's called. And because JML was faster than my JMK, they landed the ability block, and I needed to go into ultimate, so which meant that JMK still wasn't able to reset Cat's cooldown. So yeah, it was really scary. Finally, I was able to take out G and Y. That was really important, because he can give so many turns to the rest of the team. So now it's just a 3v1. He still has riposte. He can still deal some damage, but luckily, since I killed the Sartunes, his ultimate slowed down quite a lot. So now I wanted to reach the 100% ultimate this time. But it wasn't needed. So yeah, I was able to open up ships, and I needed to clear his ship zone. So let's see what he set on defense. There's the Executor. There's no surprise about that. But look at that. Redis and Akbar. At the top level, I think this is going to be the default defense. We're going to see a lot of these. I actually have a Profundity counter for you guys, so stay tuned for that. But I needed to start with Executor, and this is the IG starting lineup, which is a bit more annoying. And in order to have a chance to full clear his fleet, I needed to one-shot this. I really needed to. So hunted on Nute. Just basic on IG first. Turn meter. And then all in on IG. It's good. Now ability block on Nute. And then big hit on IG. Which is great. IG is gone. Now we need turn meter on silencer, so I decided to put it on IG echelon. I think. Yeah, I was debating for a while But yeah, that's what I did. I needed a stun, which I managed to get. And because I managed to get the stun, rather than calling in the special forces, I called in Ebonhawk, because I wanted to slow down the Executor's what's the ultimate, sorry. Remove all the taunt and everything from Boba. Just double tap. I wanted to keep the ability block on Hans too. And we need to take out Boba. And the big hit. And there's the dodge. There's always at least one dodge. It's just so annoying. And it wasn't enough to kill Boba, though luckily the double tap with Ebonhawk was able to do the job. And now Cad Bane came in with the Xanadu blood. It wasn't enough, and now they decided to go all in on Silencer, which is always scary. So Cad Bane's gone. Now it's time to call out special forces to try to land the ability block and the stun. We only get the ability block, but that's fine. Not so much because you don't want to stuck behind on Hans, dude, but I was able to delete it. So I was like, let's put the Hunted on Razor Crest to slow him down. But now the mark is on Silencer. That's really bad. So now the time is ticking. The clock is ticking because you really want to kill Razor Crest before Silencer dies, and we were able to do it. So okay, so next up, which is, you guys probably going to see the thumbnail and you guys want to see this fight. So I think I just saw it. I did error with the editing. So I'm using Malevolence. The starting lineup is Soldier, Sunfeg and Vulture Droid. And then off the bench is Hyena, Spy. And I took what's it called, TIE Bomber as well, but I don't think it's needed. So they will go first, and it's an RNG battle. Like the ship needs to normally you want both Soldier and Spy Sunfeg to stay alive. And now your first job is to apply Buzz Droid on Y-Wing, and the Y-Wing needs to die as soon as possible. If it dies first, you have a winning chance. But look at that. Soldier is barely hanging on. Next up is Dash's ship, the Outrider. So call in Hyena. Drop the Buzzies. Go all in on Dash. He's gone. Obviously we cannot target MILF, so you have to go after Phantom. The Soldier's gone. Luckily they killed one of the Buzz Droid that gave us turn meter. So that's do an AoE. Unfortunately they will recover extra protection every time you spawn a Vulture Droid. But the same story again. Just put down Buzz Droids. Now call in Spy. Unfortunately Ghost dropped the mark. And yeah, Was like, yeah, they will gain, Milf will gain extra protection once again, but I just needed the extra firepower on the field. Fortunately dodges. Milf, it's a Han's ship always dodges, and that's annoying. One more dodge, but finally we reached our ultimate, and that's it. One shot for 63 banners. Really not great banners, but at least it's one shot. So I hope it helped you guys. Please subscribe to the channel and give it a like and comment down below what you think about it and if you have any questions about this counter. Thank you for your support. So since I had the Empire left, I was like, even without the TIE bomber, I should be able to handle this fleet. I never faced it before, Raven's Claw or whatever it's called. I had no idea how it does, but clearly they can do some serious damage. Vader already died, and that's unfortunate. So Biston's gone. I needed the extra protection. I wanted to hammer down on Carth's ship. Needed some ability blocks, which I managed to get. That's great. That's not so much because I lost second sister. Gauntlet is not looking good, and by the way, both of my Gauntlet pilots are R5. So I was like, let's call in Sith Bomber. Now, keep in mind that TIE Fighter, he's at R7, and his ship can deal some serious damage. Like those of you who used the Empire versus Negotiator back in the day, before the TIE Bomber, you'll know what I'm talking about. And then, yeah, Tarkin's ultimate was able to delete them, so I was able to one-shot his fleet, and with that I cleared 2 of his zones. So I felt really good about it, and now I needed to go back to down south. Now at this point I knew that I probably won't be able to clear his bottom zone, so I was like trying to take out as many teams as possible, you know, for banners. So I have one GL left, Slicker. So Slicker versus JMK with Daka and Zombie. Now this, I mean, this is a really difficult battle because it's always based on RNG. It depends on the AI. Like if JMK decide to hammer down on Slicker, then there's nothing really you can do about it. Also, you probably want Daka to stay alive until Slicker reaches his 100% ultimate. And also what he had a data crown, which meant that every time an ally gains foresight, Jedi ally gain 10% offense until the end of the battle, stacking until 100%. And obviously that's not good, because JMK and GK can apply foresight. Thanks for Jabba for that. He told me, one of my guildmates, live on stream. I actually didn't know that. So yeah, things started to get really scary here. So I was like, I needed to go into ultimate. I couldn't wait any longer. But both GK and Cat is still alive, and that's a problem. Look at that, GMK and Cat were both so close to die, and suddenly GMK went, and then that's it. So yeah, now we're back at full health. Finally GK doesn't have his DI, but we lost Daka. But luckily GK is gone, which means no crit immunity. Cat's gone. That's not good. So I was like, I needed to go into ultimate, and that killed GMK. But boy, that was a hairy battle. Right, so that 1 down, 4 to go. I was like, I had the cooldown reset, Datacron on. So my hope was that I can reach the 100% with Starkiller and pull down the Star Destroyer and kill the RM Basti. Now, problem is, as you guys will see, well, they already started to go after Starkiller a lot. So we are at 69, and unfortunately Palpatine died. That's really bad, because now it's just, they're just, for whatever reason, they either have high priority to go against Starkiller, or it's just pure luck. But yeah, I needed one more basic with the Starkiller, and once again, just like in 5v5, during my final week, I didn't get that final basic, and Starkiller died, which means the counter failed. Because even though Mara's cooldown will keep resetting, that's just actually bad, because they just keep healing. They keep recovering health and protection. So next up, I was like, this Lord Vader team, by the way, Evoke Spy had a 70% deflection on his Datacron. And the thing about deflection is against the special damage. And since Fennic deal the special damage, and you need Fennic, she's the MVP of this counter. Basically that's game over. But I had no other choice. So I was like, let's do it anyway, let's see what happens. So Fennic was able to delete more. I was really happy about that. So I was like, okay, let's try to ramp up Fennic's damage even more, and then let's see what happens. Just keep going. Put down armor shred on Royal Guard, because obviously he's tanky. We lost Scion. That's unfortunate, but as long as Bam sticks around, we should be fine. Now Lord Vader went into his ultimate. That's not good. We can cleanse, that's good, but problem is we keep getting ability blocked, and that's bad, because I need Fennic to apply more armor shred on Royal Guard. That was a deflection, a dodge. Now I was able to apply the armor shred, but Fennic's not looking good. And nice, Royal Guard was gone. Let's keep going. At this point I was like, Lord Vader already went into his second ultimate, and that's not good. Even worse, like, we are ability blocked. Which means I cannot apply the armor shred. And there's no way I can beat Lord Vader without putting at least 2 or 4 armor shred on him. And yet again we are ability blocked. Fennic's barely hanging on. Need one more turn for that was a deflection, and then we lost Fennic. So yeah, that's unfortunate, but at least I was able to take out 2 of these guys. So I was like, since I had JKL on defense, I was like, let's try this against Slicker, because I really was running out of teams. So straight away marked down Slicker, because we needed the ability block, which we didn't get. I had a 200% armor shred on this Datacron, and it really did some damage. Like, look at that. He was almost able to take out Slicker, but we just fell short. That ability block at the beginning, if I got that, I should be able to win. And with that, this is the final result. I failed a lot and just skipped a couple of battles because there's no point. I just keep throwing teams at those, but I didn't make any progress. So yeah, he ended up opening my ship. He went to at my GML, and this is what I set on defense. He didn't need to touch it. So yeah, that was the battle. Once again, congrats to Ewok Spy. He's a great guy. We talked on Discord. Obviously, we are Alliance members. He's a really good player. I had no time to do my research, what I normally do, and I paid the price for it. As simple as that. I'm not even going to put any excuses, nothing. Just straight up. That's what it is. At my level, in the top 100, if you get sloppy or you don't put in the work, this is what happens. But moving forward to the second round, which is going to be on Saturday, I will be more prepared. I learned a lot. As I always say, if you lose but you learn something, that's a win in my book. Try to keep that in mind whenever you lose a match. Try to talk about it with your friends, with your guildmates, alliance members. Try to find out what you did wrong, how can you improve, and yeah, just try to get better. In my mind, this season is going to be decided on fleets more than on grounds, although season 4 Datacrons are really annoying. You cannot really underestimate Lord Vader. And yeah, if you guys want to catch me live on Twitch, there is a link in the video's description for my Twitch channel, and there is also another one for my Discord server where we can keep chatting. Or, as I mentioned it earlier, if you have any question, just feel free to comment down below. How you did. I really want to hear from you guys how you did in round 1, how you like this new season 4 Datacrons. And yeah, please guys, subscribe to my channel. It's free, but it really helps me out a lot. And like the video and share it with your friends. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and then see you guys on Saturday. Have a nice weekend. Bye.